was two monsters on May 24th, and one was a shooter and the other was a monster that never went in. Could have avoided this.
That is the family of one of the Uvalde school shooting victims, responding to that verdict that was reached last night in the trial of former Officer Adrian Gonzales not guilty.
Yeah, the trial lasted about 12 days and the jury deliberated for nearly 7 hours. Rebecca Lopez has the reaction of the victims' families.
It was a tense moment at the Nueces County Courthouse when Judge Sid Harrell announced the verdict.
In each of the 29 counts, we, the jury, find the defendant, Adrian Gonzales, not guilty.
Tears burst out in the courtroom on both sides of the gallery. On one side, we saw families clutching their crosses and holding their breath. And on the other side, Adrian Gonzales and his family hugged each other and their attorneys in celebration. Over the course of the trial, Gonzales did not take the stand, but he did speak, at least publicly, for the first time, shortly after receiving that not guilty verdict. The defense team at his side. Here's what he said.
Adrian, what does moving on look like to you?
Just picking up the pieces and moving forward. That's it.
Is there anything you want to say to the families?
No, not right now.
After Judge Harrell read the jury's verdict, we caught up with family members of the victims and asked them what was running through their minds in that moment. Juanita and Jalissa Rizzo have been at the courthouse for the trial since the very beginning.
No, just, well, yeah.
That the system failed the children, the teachers, again, over and over again. They keep freaking failing us.
I want to say two things. We want justice for Jackie. And I want to say another thing is that there was two monsters on May 24th, and one was a shooter and the other was a monster that never went in. Could have avoided this.
It's been 3 years since tragedy struck that day at Robb Elementary, killing 19 students and 2 teachers.
Well, we understand that the trial, it was emotional from beginning to end. Families of the victims all agree that justice was not served. Gonzales's defense team says that questions from the jury showed that there were gaps in the prosecution's case. We have all the details from start to finish on our 6 Plus app right now. You can stream that 24/7.